Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm really honored to launch the 2021 edition of the Parma Summer School, organized jointly by the European Food Safety Authority, the University of Parma, the University Catholic of the Sacred Heart of Piacenza. As you probably know, the topic of this summer school is changing every year. This year has been covered, or we will cover a very, very relevant topic, the food safety aspects of integrated food system. We have something like 300 attendees from more than 80 countries this year, so we are really, really happy about the outcome of this and the success of this summer school. So just to start, I will leave the floor for a welcome and some inspiration words to the heads of the three institutions that have joined their efforts to let this school happen. And the first to take the floor is Dr. Bernhard, the Executive Director of the European Food Safety Authority. So thank you, Bernhard.
Thank you very much. And good morning also from my side to everyone, and welcome to the Parma Summer School 2021. I have to say I'm always very happy to meet you young researchers in the context of this important event. And now it's in its 5th edition, because your enthusiasm and your appetite for learning they are really contagious, and they represent the right attitude for scientists, I would say. And as already mentioned, this year's theme is food safety aspects of integrated food system. And this is at the same time complex and also very relevant for the decade we live in, especially in the aftermath of the COVID crisis. And while reading the program of this year, I couldn't help to notice, but the number 3 seems to be recurrent in the Parma Summer School of 2021. So we have 3 organizers: the University of Parma with the School of Advanced Studies on Food and Nutrition, the Catholic University of the Sacred Heart, and EFSA. And we have 300 participants, which is a big success. My colleagues told me we received more than 1,200 applications from 83 countries. And we have a 3-day program, which will address topics analyzed also from 3 different perspectives: a science-oriented perspective, a demand-oriented, and a systems-oriented perspective. And it's organized around 3 case studies: one about biodiversity and environmental safety, one about chemical mixtures, and one about novel food and technologies. So this number of 3 seems to be appropriate for our summer school. And according to the Greek Pythagorean school of the 1st century before Christ, 3 is considered to be a perfect number, as it is the synthesis of even and odd, and the synthesis that masters somehow the complexity, and that's something we are also out for. But now going back to this year's topic, what can EFSA contribute? What's EFSA's role as a EU food safety watchdog in the context which requires constant innovation in the agri-food system? Now, you all know that with the European Green Deal, both the diversity strategy and the farm-to-fork strategy aim at transforming the agri-food system towards a more sustainable operating model. It is a very ambitious plan, spanning from primary production to healthy choices for and by consumers. We know it's essential for the future of our planet to not only provide safe food, because as we say, if it's not safe, it's not food, but also to consume food within healthy diets that are produced in a sustainable way. And we know that at the time of 2050, it will see us to have to provide food for approximately 10 billion people, which seems doable, but 3 major challenges must be overcome. One is to increase crop-based calories by roughly 55%, which is a lot, by not increasing land use for agriculture, while also restoring biodiversity, and in parallel, reduce food systems cost greenhouse gas emissions by roughly 65%. It's a big task. To achieve this, a profound transformation of the agri-food system is needed, spanning from increasing supply, which we call sustainable intensification, but also very importantly, by reducing demand, which means tackling food loss, food waste, and also changing dietary habits of a lot of the world's population. So we at EFSA will continue to play our role in providing scientific advice on some of these important issues and support policymakers. We will only be able to do that by working together with national authorities, universities, research centers. And this, for me, is the key word, cooperation. And I have to say, nothing strikes me more after 30 years in this business that this cooperation is still underutilized. There's nothing more powerful and rewarding than deeper interactions, from getting connected to cooperating to co-creating the future. I would say intellectually this is a no-brainer, but in the real world it's still not pursued enough. There's a saying which I like very much, which goes, knowledge doesn't come without a cost, because you have to pay attention. But that's all we have to do, to pay attention and to learn from each other. So for what we need is you as change agents, as the new generation of food safety experts, to bring forward innovation for the future of our planet. It's a privilege, I would say, but also a big responsibility that you have, and I'm sure you're fully aware of that. In this spirit of cooperation, I wish you a successful 3-day summer school full of interesting debates and exchanges between you and the speakers from EFSA, from Italian universities, UK universities, the ETH from Zurich, and the European Commission, so that you will meet and that you will discuss with over the next 3 days. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bernhard. Thank you very much.